It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports. It's been an interesting season so far. Lots of action, lots of intrigue. And tonight it'll be Seattle going up against the Trailblazers. For Portland, their first time playing these guys.
You know, I hate this arena just because for whatever reason puts the camera right behind the goalpost. I don't know why.
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent.
Why? Every game they get here. Every game.
Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. For the Portland Trailblazers, they come in off a good outing against the Dallas Mavericks.
And really complete control of that game. If you recall, guys, they made sure they didn't have to sweat that one out down the stretch.
And the final score may not have indicated just how much they were in that one. They were clearly the dominant team.
Griffin misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And you don't see it quite as often anymore, but if you give Blake Griffin some space, Brent, and a path to the hoop, he'll put you on a poster. And whatever other social media you've got, and I know you've got a lot.
Yeah, log in, Kevin, and you'll see some Blake Griffin highlight plays. And it does seem like he needs a little bit more room to get to that burst. But that's a guy who's a veteran. That's a guy who's understanding his game a little bit better and still finding ways to be effective.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor for Portland, Al-Farouq Aminu is out there with Griffin. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Andre Robertson. And it's Mills in at the one spot. Pass to Griffin. And Mills kicks to Cousins. They get the rebound. Here's Griffin. Borjant with the defensive effort.
Yeah, they're a little bit cold here. 0 for 4 to get this one going.
Nailed from three-point land. Hill's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Seattle. The Trailblazers have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Here's the screen. Aminu, no one around him. Griffin dishes to Cousins. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Griffin.
And Griffin spreading the wealth now, showing he's more than just a scorer.
Hill against Griffin. Hill passes to Lillard. Middleton for three. Hill's with the rebound.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
And Brent, when some guys slam it home, they treat it like a normal play. Who are some of the guys that use the dunk as a tactic to fire up their teammates?
Well, I think we have some guys who are really spectacular when they finish, Kevin. Certainly anytime Blake Griffin gets to the rim, or DeAndre Jordan, where seemingly his head's up in there and slams it down, it fires up the crowd. But most of the time, it's the little guys that get you going the most. On the fast break, all of a sudden the ball gets to somebody on the wing, and to watch a little guy get up in the air with somebody underneath him and throw it down, that gets everybody off the bench and fired up.
So unexpected, Brent. That's a great point. Here's Hill following the basket by Blake Griffin. Pick up by Hill. Lillard from outside.
Game time.
Lillard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Yeah, getting caught on the screen and roll is just a killer there, especially guarding Lillard. Trigger just too quick.
Pick by Griffin. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Back to Aminu. 3 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance. One thing that DeMarcus Cousins doesn't get enough credit for, Brent, as a big man, is his ability to pass.
Well, for his career, Kevin, averaging 3 assists per game, but has had a couple of seasons where he's almost pushed that up to 5 per game. So coaches look at that ability and try to put him in those sort of situations where they can take advantage of it.
Now here's Middleton. They really needed more from him in that loss to Washington. kicks to Lillard. Outside Hill. Misses the three. Now Mills. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Cousins with a screen on Gortat. Here's Griffin. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. DeMarcus Cousins, he's pinned. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And for Seattle has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. They've got Al-Farouq Aminu. Mills out there with Andre Robertson. Then there's Griffin, and it's Cousins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Portland trailing here. And here's Mills. Cousins with a screen on Lillard. Here's Robertson. He feeds it to Aminu. Right side, Griffin. Launches it. 5 on the clock. Aminu with the bucket.
And this is where he can hurt you most offensively. Aminu's well schooled in the catch and shoot game.
And for the Blazers, tremendous scoring talent in their backcourt. How did they turn the corner in the West, Greg?
Clearly, it's going to be with their defense. I think that's where they've had their struggles. They're going to have to get better at the point of attack there and protecting the rim. I think some of it has to do with the lack of discipline, but also you could factor that into being just an inexperienced young group that's still kind of getting their feet wet.
And the shot goes in.
Well, Griffin just focused right now in getting 2 feet into that painted area. That's where he's doing damage.
And Lillard kicks to Porter. And the rejection by Cousins. Mills with it. Lillard picks him up. Up top, Mills. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Hill kicks to Porter. Shoots over Cousins. Porter can't get that one to fall.
And he completely threw the timing off on that jumper. That is how you D up.
Playing with tremendous aggressiveness without fouling. That's an excellent job.
Seattle trails by 4. The shot by Lillard wide open. No good with the triple. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Aminu dishes to Mills. 1:43 left in the first half of the game. And Robertson kicks to Griffin. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul. Here's Lillard. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. There's a screen by Gortat. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
For Seattle, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. And last season, Chris Middleton, Brent, missing most of the year with a torn hamstring.
Well, I don't think he ever quite really felt confident in what his body could provide for him last year, Kevin. And so tentative play, but a good sign for the Milwaukee Bucks that Chris Middleton will be a scoring option for them for sure.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Screen by Cousins. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Trailblazers have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And so he hits the technical free throw. And Brent, you went up against Hornacek as a player and even defended him a couple times. What was it like playing against Hornacek, the player?
Well, I want you to ask Jeff Hornacek if I defended him, because I thought I did a good job, and sometimes the box score didn't reveal it. But what a tremendous shooter, a great off-ball mover, certainly in that system with John Stockton. And if there was any room, Kevin, that I gave Jeff Hornacek, and trust me, there was plenty of times I did that, he was knocking down jump shots. One of the most efficient players in Jazz history.
Here's Lillard.
Lillard just plays with a flat-out edge. Dangerous as a player who knows how to draw contact inside.
First trip to the line for him here.
Last year, 90%, and he was right there among the best in the league with that percentage.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
He talks so much about rhythm from the field. How about a rhythm from the free throw line? That looks good.
Mills with it. Dishes it to Cousins. He kicks to Robertson. To the paint. Here's Griffin. No good from 11 feet.
And the D does just enough to throw off.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime
The first
Show.
half in the books. This is Ernie Johnson. This is Shaquille O'Neal. It was DeMarcus Cousins who got hot in the first. He had 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 block. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
Well, they're putting bodies on people. If you just look at the rebounding numbers, you could tell that they've been putting...
And that will conclude our...
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You look at DeMarcus Cousins. Seattle trails by 3. Damian Lillard out there with George Hill. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Gortat, and it's Porter, and it's the power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. Middleton for 3. Second chance shot, and there's the nice layup by Gortat. Gortat's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Seattle. And Robertson kicks to Cousins, feeds it to Griffin. The 10-footer, and the bank shot is good. Brent, you were known for your leaping ability. You won a dunk contest. We all remember it very vividly. During the pre-draft process, did they measure your max vertical?
They did, Kevin. At the Chicago pre-draft camp, you run through a series of tests there. Your conditioning, how your CO2 gets kicked out. They put this mask on you and check your stamina. There's a bunch of doctors in there poking and prodding. I won't go into detail about that.
Thank you.
But they did measure the max vertical during that Chicago pre-draft, and it was about 39-inch vertical leap, so not too bad.
Not too bad at all. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he uses the glass on the layup. Griffin's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, you got to be precise sometimes, and Blake Griffin showing off his precision, gifted when he gets the ball that close to the hoop.
Hill passes to Lillard. For 3, Middleton. And it's Portland with the rebound. This game against Seattle is the first time they've met this year. Out to the right wing, Aminu. His 3-pointers off the mark. For Seattle, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And Lillard kicks to Porter. Yep, that one goes. Porter's got it all tied up now for Seattle.
Well, more and more he's defining himself as the leader, and Lillard's assist totals help him along.
The feed to Cousins. Now the dish to Robertson. From outside, off the mark. Seattle has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And Damian Lillard, a prolific three-point shooter, the quick release sprint and the confidence to get that shot off at any time.
Well, he stays in attack mode offensively and likes to find seams, Kevin, to get to the rim and create havoc on possessions. But time and time again continues to show off his range and the ability to knock down long-range shots.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. There's a screen by Gortat. There's the pick. Here's Lillard. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And Mills kicks to Griffin. Pass to Aminu. Back to Griffin. Pass to Aminu. Shoots. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got 3 assists in the game. Hill dishes to Gortat. Right wing. That's a 2 from Lillard. Money from the wing. Lillard's got 10 points.
Now there's another way Lillard can beat you off the ball. Great timing on the catch and shoot.
Mills with it. Now guarded by Porter. Mills passes to Cousins. And that one is good.
It's not so much just the made shots. It's the consistency of the made shots that's got his team the lead.
Griffin against Hill. He dishes it to Lillard. Middleton on the wing for the lead. Good on the three-point shot.
Tough to contest when a guy that size can get the shot off that quickly. Middleton with a nice quick release.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Seattle leads by 1. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And let's listen to head coach Terry Stotts review the game plan with his guys.
Defensively, we got to give a little more.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The 4th quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, we've got Mills. Al-Farouq Aminu is out there with Griffin. Then there's Roberson, and it's Cousins in at the 5, roaming the paint.
DeMarcus Cousins, a big guy without a doubt who can carry the offensive load for any team that he's playing on. He puts up some incredible numbers on some decent offensive efficiency. Over 20 shots a game, though, the last few seasons.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And Mills kicks to Griffin. Aminu with a screen for Griffin. The pass to Aminu. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And for Cousins, one of the reasons he can carry a team on offense is how many different ways he can score.
Well, he does an amazing job of getting to the line. And a couple seasons in his career so far, Kevin, has been over 10 free throws a game. Those are easy points to put up on the board.
Here's Aminu. Here's Cousins. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
There's no question that DeMarcus Cousins is one of the most talented bigs in the league. He's even added a nice looking 3-ball to his offensive arsenal.
Good on the 2nd free throw.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Hill against Griffin. There's a screen by Gortat. Hill kicks to Gortat. It's back to Hill. Passes it to Lillard. This one for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. And Seattle leads by 1.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
And Roberson kicks to Griffin. Aminu dishes to Griffin. No good on that one. Seattle goes the other way with it. Now here's Middleton. Lillard outside. And it's off from 3-point range. Kicks it to Roberson. Goes up on the wing. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Defense has to feel fortunate. Somehow he missed that opportunity, and still there's no reason for them to give up that kind of open shot.
Aminu against Middleton. Over Aminu, and it's Seattle with another.
Chris Middleton has been waiting for moments like that.
Trailblazers trail by 3. And Mills kicks to Aminu. It's deflected. Count the basket and the foul. That's on Marcin Gortat.
Man, that's why they turned to Blake Griffin. Calm, cool, collected, and his team needed that one. A good guy to have on the free throw line when the score is close, and he takes care of business as usual.
Hill against Griffin. There's a screen by Gortat. Lillard from outside. Good.
Dang.
Goes to Hill. 16 points for Lillard.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
And stolen by Lillard. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter. There's a screen by Gortat. Lillard the pass to Gortat. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
And at the offensive end, Gortat probably doesn't get his due. He's got a lot of moves, and he can finish with either hand. And his work on the offensive glass is more than capable.
And he ends up making the second, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Robertson dishes to Aminu. He feeds it to Griffin. A 15-footer. Bank shot. No good. Hill against Griffin. And the basket by Hill. And Seattle leads by 6.
Great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Yeah, most analytics will tell you that the mid-range jumper is not an efficient shot, but you see how effective with guys like that it can be.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
Sinks it. And now they trail by just 4.
Yeah, and Cousins never shy when his team needs a game-changing basket.
And so they foul intentionally. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
Griffin. No good on that one. Nice D from Porter. And they go to the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
And he's great getting to the free throw line, but Lillard also typically does something with the opportunity. High percentage shooter. And those attempts right now at the charity stripe are helping them pull away.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
And just trying to salvage anything at this point, even if it's just some momentum heading into the next one.
Well, it's all about doing your best with the time that you've been given. It's the only thing really that you can control as a player. So let's see what they decide to run.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5. 17 seconds left in the fourth.
Clock's ticking. They got to get up a shot.
Yeah, and then you have to foul right away on the inbounds. Maybe the first person who touches the ball.
He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, folks. I like the fact that he took his time at the line and simply did what he does, practice his routine and seal it.
And here's Mills for 3. That shot is off. And so it's Seattle winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
Dame with 54, 9 and 15. Georgia can't make a layup underneath the basket. Hill, 36. Aminu finally went cold. Then you had Cousins and Griffin with both over 30. Well, 54 and 33. How many free throws did they make? Because that's not, they didn't have too many made shots. They had 12 free throws. Good grief.
touch in this world I